I heard that there's a lot of like Wizards employees going around asking surveys, and they're actually keep. That's the thing is like I'm impressed about that they're actually trying to like improve the
Oh,
event.
oh, you All right, so we're gonna go into this one, but I met a Wizards employee.
See, this is why I wanted to. I was trying to, segue you into that, Chris, with the cons event, but
Yeah, but yeah, it was during the cons event that I met the Wizards employee, and I need to find this person because I don't remember their name. I'm an idiot, and I lost their business card.
Oh no,
after I gave it
After
to him,
after Mitchell found it for me again. After Mitchell found it for me, and I lost it again. I
man!
was, I was like, that's disrespectful. I disrespected Mitchell's efforts. I
I'm
was
here
like, all right.
like
that's not the first.
it's
I'm
it's
just kidding.
it's on
I,
it's on you, man. I'm here
no,
like
no, I don't blame anyone else. I was on me.
you.
But so my round two opponent, please, if you're out there, contact me. I'm desperately looking for you. But my round two opponent for the Concept Tarkir event was a Wizards employee, but he didn't work on the Magic side. He actually worked on the D&D side. And from what he told me, his goal was to expand the IPs beyond the game.
The specifically Dungeons and Dragons, right? So
Yeah,
like,
he was
is he?
focused on Dungeons and Dragons, but he was telling me some stuff for Magic. The Magic animated show is still real. According to him,
Oh,
it's real, and it's happening.
You're here.
I think that I. To be fair, though, this person could have lied to me about being a Wizards employee. But from
Dude,
what
he had
they
a
told me,
card. And that card was like, it must have
he
been
was
in
like
his wallet for like years. So,
he was an Asian guy with a white name. You,
hey, that's
what was
me.
his name? Kevin. That's fine.
no, it was like Daniel, like McIverson. I don't remember it. I was like, it wasn't
That's
like an
so funny.
Asian last name, so I was like,
That's
I
so
don't know.
funny. Maybe we can ask the chat like, all right, everyone Google Daniel and a bunch of random names, and
If you guys,
we'll
he told me he was promoting the D&D movie when it was first announced. Or something like that. I
oh
don't know, chat, if you know, let me know. I'm desperate to like find this person to talk to him.
that's cool. I actually did enjoy the D&D movie a lot. It was actually a
No,
good
and
thing.
I was talking about it, he was like, you know what? That movie did really well. We're trying to figure out what we can do to like what our goals were. And like he was talking to me about like their goal setting, the processes and stuff. It was really cool. And he was telling me for the Magic show, they are looking at other successful shows like Castlevania on Netflix. Like I think they were looking at Arcane. He didn't know about Dota, but I'm not
Okay.
surprised because Dota was actually probably the worst of that bunch. I like Dota. It was a very good middling show.
Okay.
But yeah. So that Magic show's still alive. We were talking. He seemed really cool. I get it. Wizards hates us, kinda, or hates conservatives. I don't know, but
Got him.
Oh, yeah, I'm confused. What does conservatives have to do with liking D&D and playing Magic?
because they've been doing like some weird woke stuff apparently, but I don't know. I
Oh,
don't. But yeah, they have been actually. It's been kind of weird. They were overstepping it.
I'm here like if it's a good product, I'll play it. It don't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah, that's how I feel. Like Baldur's Gate 3 is pretty good, even though there's too much freedom sometimes. But I think that's a good thing.
I'm here like I don't know. I just think it's hilarious. Like Baldur's Gate 3 is like who would have saw, a full brand new archetype in Legacy.
Yeah,
Oh
oh man.
god.
But yeah, so yeah, when I talked to him, he was talking about like where they can expand. They were talking about how much they gave. Apparently, they gave Larian a lot of freedom to do stuff with Baldur's Gate 3, especially with their success with like Divinity and stuff. And so I thought that was cool. I hope they bring over some of that to Magic because Magic really does need like it needs something because the cards are cool, the worlds are cool.
That's what I
Uh,
mean. It's like I do agree because it's like I think the team, if they actually give them time to actually develop the like new worlds and everything, it's like it's super sweet. But the problem is that like people always like, oh, we don't care about the lore, just give us the cards. And then it's like, and then we don't get attached to cards because like half of the fun is like, oh shoot, this card is so sick.
Bro,
And then
I just thought a brain blast.
oh,
what if
Like,
they
what's your
did
brain
like?
blast?
What if they did what BioWare did with SWTOR and made like these really good 5-minute like cinematics.
No,
And because War of the Spark was like that apparently. I didn't think so, but
Kind of like the
it kind of
cinematic
was.
for War of
Yeah.
Spark was a big deal. Like it was, it was like the epic climatic like setup, and then they didn't it didn't feel as rushed story wise compared to the whole Phyrexians. Like honestly, the whole Phyrexian story, I kind of wish that I kind of wish the Phyrexian story could have been spread out. Like this year should have been the year of Phyrexia, and like a lot of back and forth, and like each set would like focus on like four planes, or four planes or something, or maybe five, who knows, whatever they can fit in, so we can get like a good detailed look of each one, and then each plane could like encompass um a unique color combination or color pair or whatever they want to do for the limited environment. And it would have been really sick because then like I'm just so like I don't understand, like the ending is so trash, like I'm just like
yeah. According to him, they're trying to figure out how to work on it better.
yeah.
So I can only hope, and we'll see where that goes. But
I
again,
know, but it's again, I do agree with you. Magic does need a little bit of something.
yeah, just like a little extra. Like,
What do you mean
it
by a
might.
little extra? Because
Well, it doesn't need a little.
I have an idea of like what they could do with like the next sets or future sets.
You mean Torchlight Infinite, the magic skin?
I don't know what that
What?
means.
Oh,
What?
wait. Oh, wait. No,
I'm
you
talking
guys know
about
about that. So they tried to do the magic MMO, and it ended up being
oh
basically
that one.
an action RPG with a magic skin. And I heard like near the end of that game's like life, they actually were trying some weird, cool stuff, but project shut down. Everything else just went out the window. So this could be another like whole other topic, but
Mm-hmm.
I do want to see them expand with some stuff.
I don't know what you mean by expand with some stuff. Like,
No, like just basically how
Take the
to
magic IP and like bring it elsewhere. Broaden the
it
audience outside the
it
card game audience.
in like
uh,
in a sense, it's like you could say Universes Beyond is somewhat doing it, but like but for our particular situation, it's like, oh, we want to see more magic in media. So like D&D got a movie, right? Well, hopefully we will get a show or something like that,
oh,
or a movie, or maybe more crossover events like Universes Beyond, just to give like magic like that it needs
I
in a
I, ju-
proper way.
I just got a brain blast of like TFT from like Riot Games or whatever.
Yeah.
What?
TFT means something different to me as a Path of Exile player, but yeah.
Oh,
TFT, Team Fight Tactics,
Team Fight
right?
Tactics.
It's-
Yeah.
okay.
What if they do that for Magic? You know,
They
like
could.
they could, right?
Yeah.
It needs to be supervised correctly because we don't talk about the other game that flopped so badly.
There's actually magic spell slingers.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
They
even know what
they
that is.
no one promoted it other than people who found it.
Oh my god! See, that's what I mean. Is like they're not doing a very good job of
I think
like
Wizards is trying to. Anyways, I think Wizards is trying to kill it, but I do want to move on.
okay, all right. So, now let's go on to like trades because like I know like or buying. Did you guys buy any like merchandise or artist proofs, anything, any goodies, or did you guys do any like trades with people, exchange of stuff?
Oh, dude, I came to that event to trade. If you guys don't know, this is when you see the people trade around your Moxes. They trade around Lotus. I didn't see people trade Lotus, but I saw people trade Moxes. I saw this is where people trade dual lands around reserve list. And this is also the place where people take different things. So in these pictures that Mitchell is going through, I traded some secret layers and some singles for a volcanic island and a trop and a taiga.
Wait,
Just
wait.
playing teamwork.
All three. Yeah, no teamwork. Like, To be honest, I think for me personally,
Oh,
Red Green X.
I did go teamer, huh?
Yeah,
I
you did.
know. That's why I thought it was hilarious. I was like, a teamer player, a man of culture.
Wait, Chris,
But
was you in cons? Did you play teamer?
No, I was Abzon.
Oh crap. Okay, never mind. I was trying to be like, oh, dude, you like manifested it.
Oh wait, no, I did. In the actual cons event, I did play teamer. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, where'd you play teamer?
I manifested this entire weekend. It was crazy.
Dude,
that's so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh,
No, it was bizarre, but yeah. So I went. I'm gonna trade for these cards, and I did it. What happened was everyone has different needs, and so if you don't think you can trade standard into legacy, you're wrong. I am living proof of that. But it takes a lot of effort, which a lot of people don't want to do.
so it really comes down to how much do you want to make it happen, and you go looking around and finding people, or
Well, yeah.
at least social networking.
Yep, and then to do the stars align correctly to make this thing happen. So I met a guy who is looking for. He likes sealed product because he's from Europe, and the taxation on sealed product in Europe makes these things way more expensive than they need to be.
Oh, feels bad for him. But
So he can directly like bring it over himself, and then bam, he doesn't have to go through taxation. He brings it over to people who want it. He makes his money back or more.
probably
shoot.
more.
So then wait. So then so is this where you got your volcanic island from?
Yeah, and then actually last year, I think it was this guy too. I traded for a plateau, which you guys knew about, and I posted it in my article from last year's MagicCon Vegas. And so I believe I traded with the same guy for the plateau because, again, he was like, I'm looking for stuff to bring back to my country, and you have what I need. I said, solved.
Nice. Okay. So then was it? Did you just trade between just two people, or did you have other trades too, or it's just like those two guys are the main big players though?
So these ones are
Volcanic
the big
Island.
ones that I want to highlight, but I did have a lot of smaller trades. And so
Okay.
what I wasn't highlighting was I may actually move. Like there were people who were just looking for like playable small cards. So how you do is people are looking for playable small cards, and I have a bunch of like small cards because that's how I do my binder. I trade up into their bigger cards, and so as I'm trading up to my bigger cards, people are taking those bigger cards too and keeping them.
So basically, you're living proof of like people trading a pen and slowly making their way to a house.
Yeah. Oh, kinda. I got
you
throw a
did-
bunch.
Yeah,
You did do that,
the
Chris.
analogy. Yeah,
I
if
throw a,
if
bu-
I
I
think
throw a
about
bunch
it.
of pens. I throw a bunch of pens. But yeah, I was like, okay, so So the question: how do you get from like an Elvish Mystic to a plateau? Well, some people need 4 Elvish Mystics, so now you go 4 Elvish Mystics for like 2 to 3 like higher end Soul Rings, or what's a good like mid-lane card that everyone uses?
Arcane Signet.
Soul Ring, right? I
Yeah,
don't
like-
know. I think or a promo
Foils.
arcane signet or something.
Yeah, promo
I
or
don't know.
Arcane Signet or whatnot. So you trade that up in there, and then you take that Arcane Signet, combined with some other things, you did that multiple times, and then you trade up into other people.
So basically, you just gotta find people who are actually looking for what you got. You know,
Yeah.
you're basically the merchant from like, or Resident Evil 4. You know, like what are you buying? What are you selling?
Yeah, so
That's cool.
yeah, but you have to put in the effort, and just a lot of people will not, and I don't blame them because it's a lot.
Man, I'm here like wondering if like do I even have I don't think I currently have enough good stuff to actually like trade into a land. But I was like, oh, I love red green like X decks. So I was like, oh, I really do want like a Taiga or a Savannah or something like that, you know. But
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's just a lot though. It's I don't know how enough valuable stuff.
I can talk about this in another. I have a plan. I have a plan. And
I don't know. Maybe I'm here thinking
we
like
can talk about it. We can talk
yeah
about
yeah
it.
yeah
But there's a plan.
yeah.
And you can do it almost for free.
That's fair.
Incidentally.
What?
And don't worry, chat. This is not a pyramid scheme, okay? It's like this is
Are you Iron Manning it, Chris?
What?
Are you Iron Manning it?
It does involve what we were talking about for Iron Man strategy. There's a way. If you could trade small into big, think about that. Run with it. All right, you could do it.
Are we gonna do that next year, Chris?
Dude, if I go
up to the draft shaft and try to find
bro. Oh no, you spilled the secrets.
Oh man, I don't know. That's really hard. It was like, but I'm here. Like, what do I got? I know I got like
This is a multi-step process. That's a multi-step process.
I might cut out the first few steps and be like, all right, I have this Edgar Markov.
You might be able to cut out the first few steps, depending on what you have.
Yeah,
it's easier when you have older stuff, but there is a way even with current cards.
That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, so for me trading, I don't. Did Mitchell? Did you do that much trading?
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, I piggybacked off of you.
Yeah, I was complaining about it.
What? Why?
What? How so? Why?
Because I don't like it when people piggyback off me. I'm like, bro, it's just.
Well, the first time it just happened.
Trying to steal my thunder.
The first time it just happened, you know.
Yeah, the second time wasn't too bad because I told you.
No, the second time, I got back from that Commander game or something like that.
Yeah, and I told you, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go back to the hotel room real quick.
Oh yeah, I booked it for that time spiral. You know what? I probably should.
Oh, you got a time spiral?
Yeah, I went back to the time spiral remastered box. Yeah.
Oh wait, I thought you got hit the time spiral from him. I was like, dude, that would have been sick.
No. Oh no.
Well,
I traded a time spiral box for like a plateau or something like that, plus some other stuff.
Dude, that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
So these events, these big Magic events, are really good for like moving around whatever money you have in Magic. Even if you want to move your money out of Magic, they're good. Because even if you don't want to go to the vendors, because our friend Chris was actually trying to get rid of some of his stuff, and he actually had a lot of trouble because he was trying to sell sealed product directly to the vendors, and they weren't taking it.
Yeah.
There are players, like the people here are Magic enthusiasts. They don't mind spending the money to get your product. And so, if you find the right people, you can sell your sealed product to them. But if you're gonna go to the vendor, you gotta know that you're not making as much as you could have, or you're taking a loss.
Usually the loss.
But you have to realize though is that like if you can't even move the product, you know what I mean, and it's like you just have to be able to liquidate it to actually make it worth something.
Yeah.
So even if you're selling at a loss, it's like it's not the end of the world. Well, at least that's how I see it.
And if you're holding on to sealed product that appreciated well, you're not really taking a loss. You're just not making that much money.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I did quite a bit of trading. I got what I wanted. I was expecting only one dual land. I got 3. And that actually puts me up to finding my last 5.
Dude, that's so nice. That's actually really cool. Another cool mission you got going on.
Dude, it's the Path of Exile goals, man. I set up.
If I can't get a Miracle Landra in the game, I'm gonna just do the thing but IRL and Magic.
But yeah, so that was trading's real good. I spent any hour I spent not playing was spent trading.
Oh dang! So then, if you were, did you get any Commander games at all?
At the hotel.
At the hotel, and the one with Tappy.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, okay.
Yeah. Tappy seemed cool.
So, any final words in regards about trading before we move on to Commander experience?
Yeah. So, I don't got much. I didn't even buy stuff from vendors.
To be honest, I feel like you're spending money to go into events. Like, what would you want to buy from a vendor? Like, the only thing I can think of is would you
they
count
have
artists, Artist Alley.
Oh yeah,
as, vendors.
We didn't go to Artist Alley either, but yeah,
no,
we kind of did.
Chris got something.
Did. Oh yeah, Chris did get something. But no, okay, all the artists are there too. So if you're a fan of like Ken Myers Jr., Evan Fong, I don't think Prima Olivia was there, but Chris Ron was there. John Avon was there. Like if you like those, Therese Nielsen's not there, but we all know why.
Damn. Feels
And
bad, but
neither
okay.
and neither is Harold McNeil. Was that the guy?
I think he's one of them.
Yeah. Well, he. I understand why. Therese Nielsen, not so much. They didn't have Rebecca Gay. That's another one of my favorite artists.
Steve Argyle or no?
Yeah, Steve Argyle's a staple though. I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done a lot of really good work.
And then who else? RK Post.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been around. Magali Vayanu was not there this time. I think she does really. She might be the best right now.
I love how like for people who don't know, it's like we're just naming random artists that we like, and it's like
Look at the bottom of your cards. Look at the bottom of your cards, people.
Nobody reads. I don't read. What's reading?
No, people will be like, "Ooh, it's pretty," you know. It's what you mean to tell me that it's not AI art? Like, no.
No. Look at the bottom of your cards. Those are the artists that draw your cards. They're people with money, or they're people trying to make money too. But yeah, so there's that.
So, did you guys end up buying anything? What did Chris get from Artist Alley?
He bought a bunch of stuff from Ken Myers Jr. I think, but it was like a bunch of like the Star Wars. It was like the Star Wars stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he does lots of Star Wars.
But yeah.
And then he bought a Command Zone, but like.
Oh yeah, and then like Command Zone. Yeah.
It was like a game night gift bundle or something.
It was
like
a mystery
that.
box or something. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he actually. There's a lot of cool people you can meet there too. It actually, because he bought that Games Night bundle, he met Greg Blanchett from from Game Night. Yeah,
that's cool.
He met his hero.
And then he didn't meet Jimmy or Josh, but apparently I know Josh's cousin. Apparently.
Yeah, and then we saw him.
Yeah, and then we saw the apparent cousin, and then he met the Loading Ready Run crew. Chris met the yeah.
Yeah, Chris got to beat a lot of people actually.
Yeah, no, he did. And then I met Chris Wilson from Grinding Your Games.
I wish you actually got a video and asked him to say that the
I know. No, that's kind of weird though. So that's me with
But that's like the funny meme though. Like, oh my gosh, can you say the line?
Say it.
Say it. I'm pretty sure he was I thought it was funny because you told me that you weren't sure.
Nah, so let me tell you about how I saw and encountered Chris Wilson. So I think Mitchell was I'll get Mitchell's perspective on this because I stopped right when I saw him. Went, no way.
Yeah, I was like, no what?
Because so we were on our way to the Grand Melee event on Friday, and I stopped and went, no way, is that him? And I was like, it can't be him, but it can be him because he likes Magic.
That's so funny.
He's a big Magic guy, so I had to stop. I went on Twitter to go look up a picture of Chris Wilson, and I was like, this clearly looks like Chris Wilson. I know what Chris Wilson looks like. But I was like, this is clearly Chris Wilson. I'll look up, this is clearly Chris Wilson. And then as I'm looking at him, he's looking at me going, oh, I think I'm recognized. And so Chris Wilson is probably not going to watch this, but if we turn this into a clip and he sees it then, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry for staring you down. But I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was him. So once I was like, you know what? I'm going to shoot my shot because if it's not him, it's not him. So I walked in and said, hey. Yeah. And I said, all right, hey, are you Chris Wilson? And he's like, yes, I am. And if you know his voice, I was like, that's like...
He's like the nicest guy, too. It is he sounds so genuine and sweet. It's funny. I can only imagine he's like, yes, I am.
Yes, I am. and like it was like a little New Zealand accent. I was like, all right. And then if you don't know, he's actually wearing a Keystone shirt, and I didn't recognize it as a Keystone shirt until people pointed it out to me.
That's exactly. When I was like, wait a second. Of course he's wearing some Path of Exile related stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, but oh my goodness. But unfortunately, you didn't really get to talk long, right? Since you guys were on the way to the Grand Melee
No,
event.
I was stupid. I trolled and said, "Hey, can you fix Gladiator?" That's what I did. Instead of asking the real question, I was like, "Hey, can you fix Gladiator?"
That's a real question. Kind of.
No, it was not worth the time. I was like, dude, I'm meeting the head of grinding your games by accident. And the thing I asked for is, hey, can you fix a class that you're probably already fixing?
I guess you're right. You put it that way. Yeah.
I should have been like, hey, Chris, what formats do you play? And would you like to play my cube one day next year or something?
Oh, you fool!
I could have done that. No, my dumb ass was like, hey, fix Gladiator. My boy needs help.
No. See, those. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Those are where your priorities are. You love duelists, and you were once in love with Gladiator, and you know, I imagine like you in your subconsciousness, you're like that Wolverine meme with the portrait, and then in the portrait picture is, you know, what Gladiator used to be.
75 block on everything was like it was stupid. But Mitchell's not getting it. But yeah, so I memed instead.
Nope, I'm not getting it.
Yeah,
it's all good.
And I was like, dude, I'm playing your game right now. I was playing your game up until 2 in the morning at the hotel room before I got to the convention. Like, bro, I love your game, and that's also what I told him. And yeah, and I got him to. I showed off my Alesha to him, and you can't.
Oh, your altar, right?
Yeah. So that if you guys have seen the Ultra on Reddit, that's actually my card. I know someone else posted it, and that was actually the owner of a local game store who's a big Path of Exile player as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So that's actually my Alesha. I got it commissioned a while ago, and I'm not a big Ranger person, but Chris recognized it as the Ranger. He didn't call it the Raider. He called it the Ranger specifically. I don't know why I remember that. And then I asked him if he could sign my card, because I'm like, dude, this is.
Yo, yeah, you're like, Mitchell, do you have a Sharpie?
I kind of melted. I was like, no, I need to get this signed. I don't care if I'm late for my event. This needs to be signed.
It's like, bro, I don't know how to Sharpie.
Dude, I would be excited too. I'd be like, yo, that would be. Oh, now see, I want to get like an alt, like, you know, like Juggernaut's like my favorite, and then dude, just be like,
I need to get one for each ascendancy. I actually have a Kitava as a Thoughtseize, and I'll show it off one day.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh yeah, my goodness.
It's mid-form Kitava. It's phase 2 Kitava or form 2 Kitava.
That's
he breaks
so
out
dope.
The shell.
The statue shell. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
That is actually pretty dope.
Yeah. And so
that'd be a goal too. To find like artists that are willing to do commissions.
Yeah,
and definitely on the bucket list.
Yeah. So that was really neat. But yeah,
so dope.
Oh, and I don't think anyone noticed on the table he actually had a misprint Lake of the Dead. Just chilling on. Yeah, Chris Wilson. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, so it was like a mountain, but it was also, but the Lake of the Dead was printed over it as well, or a Dark Ritual. It was one of the two.
The miscut, right?
Yeah, because if you guys don't know, Chris Wilson's a big misprint collector.
Mm-hmm. And, speaking about Lake of the Dead, I'm actually really curious. I know this is off topic, but like, Mitchell, do you still have the Lake of the Dead that I gave you like a long time ago?
Dude,
before it spiked?
Dude, I ain't trading that because you gave it to me.
Okay, because I was just like, oh my gosh, I was just like, here, like, yeah, I want to play it, but I don't have a mono black deck. So, but I figured like, because I was like, you can probably put a good use.
It's not in any deck currently. Sorry.
It's all good. Don't worry about it. But yeah, sorry for cutting you off, Chris. But to let other people know, Chris Wilson, he loves Magic and he also collects misprints. And I think Rudy, he actually has a collaboration video with Rudy showing off his misprint collection.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of that. Chris Wilson was involved in some weird Black Lotus scandal. That was
What?
yeah. So there's a Reddit thread. Look up Chris Wilson beta Black Lotus, and you'll see it all.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a very weird situation, and he only was involved at the tail end of it. But that was something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's Chris Wilson of Grinding Gear Games. And
Speaking of celebrities, did you guys meet any other celebrities? So Tappy Toe Claus, Chris Wilson, Chris wandered off and got to meet Craig Blanchett and the team from Loading Ready Run. Anyone else like noticeable?
Yeah, Brian Kibler. And Brian Kibler.
He's
we didn't meet him, but he was playing in the command zone.
He's my hero.
That or he was a generic-looking white guy. It clearly looked like Brian Kibler, but he could have been a generic-looking white guy.
Hey man, you're making fun of like every dude that was like Kyle Hill, Brian Kibler. You know, long hair, slicked back, pulled into like a man bun or ponytail, the Thor look.
Yeah, so like there's that. A lot of like the smaller Magic content creators were there as well in the command zone. So I saw Power Dragon. I didn't talk to them because I'm not really a fan of their content. I saw Black Widow. I saw Olivia Gilbert Hicks. She's actually a bit more prominent.
She's she's on the rule advisor, right? Or the CAG, right? She's on the CAG, I think.
Yeah, the command. Yeah, so she's there.
Command, and then and I think she actually has like a channel with Brian Kibler in terms with Command at Home.
Yeah, because I think they're like married or something. They're either married or dating.
I think they're something like that. But like I think it's kind of wholesome. So that's cool. I'm here like I would like to play. Like I want to play with like people, and then like I gotta go.
See, and this is why I don't want to do events, like, or not as many events, because then it's like,
yeah,
I just want to like show off my babies, and then like maybe even like record some gameplay videos, and like it'd be a good time to like also like socialize as well as like networking, right?
No, it was good for networking too. But wait, did we talk about Mitchell playing Commander?
no.